Greetings, 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 my friends, and welcome to this week's edition of the Beating Heart Moment. Fred Johnson here. So happy to be with you again this week as we journey together, exploring ways that we can enliven, enrich, bring forth a sense of health and well being in how we think, in how we speak, in how we nurture our bodies, in how we see and communicate and participate in this life's journey in alignment with uh, really, really, really significant science and research that is the foundation for our understanding so much about how to be health and how to sustain wellness and return to a sense of health and wholeness and healing in alignment with our thinking and our being in the world and utilizing those amazing tools like the sound of our own voices, the frequency and vibration of our voices, how we think, and and our full participation in of sort of being co-partners in the health and well-being of our lives, along with those medical professionals and all of that great knowledge in alignment with our personal participation in our health and well-being. And we've talked a lot about the frequency and vibration of our voices, and I thought I'd start out this week a little bit with just a little. Awakening the vagus nerve with the beautiful sound of your voice, humming. Remembering that pure, beautiful vibration of your own voice as it resonates within us really awakens the vagus nerve and and invites it and guides it to create nitric oxide and all the magnificent elements of the vagus nerve that really connects to our nervous system, that really awakens and invites us to have a sense of calm. Um, Almost every week we kind of refer to these elements in what I call the golden triangle of sound well-being. The base, of course, being the breath, and of course the beautiful song of the breath. And then the frequency and vibration, what I call the west wall of the golden triangle, is the frequency and vibration of our thinking and our intentionality and, our our listening to, and helping to shape and script that inner dialogue connected to the east wall of the golden triangle, which is sounding itself, speaking it into, sounding it into a vibration that can be felt and can really have a positive impact. And of course, our ability to recognize those elements and how they come together is really important. So this week's prompt is to let go of negative thought, negative thinking. um, we've talked about elements of that, and it's, in everyday life, it's a really, really important thing to be conscious of how we're thinking and how we're speaking. And of course, the old ancient philosophy that says that things really can only impact us to the degree that we kind of hold on to them. And there's a wonderful Sankofic sounding Sankofic mantra, Sou Du Si Nas. Sou Du Si Nas. Sou Du Si Nas. Let go of negative thought. Release. Let go of negative thought. Sou Du Si Nas. Um, the phonetics of this is really beautiful. Remembering always that one of the powerful elements of this West African inspired mantric system is that it is both heard and felt, and that the felt sense is equally as important as the hearing and the intentionality. So the base of this intention to let go of negative thoughts, release them, let them go, don't hold on to them, let them dissolve into the allness of another place where that energy can be served, because it doesn't serve you, me, uh, individually, for us to hold on to any negative thoughts or thinking. So the breath, or the base of this golden triangle moment, is, of course, breathing it in, breathing in this intentionality, breathing in this journey of releasing or letting go of negative thought. We know that our generalized sounding for releasing and letting go is Asia, Asia, releasing with specificity. Sou Du Si Nas, letting go of negative thought. I'm referring to my notes here because I want to make sure I get this correct for you. Again, so let's just try. And again, um, um, if you find yourself in a place where it feels a little uncomfortable because the Sao Du Si Nas feels like a language that you don't understand, you can, certainly let go of negative thought. I let go of negative thought. I am feeling as I am speaking. I let go of negative thought. I let go of negative thought. What's the first level? Breath. The song of the breath. I let go of negative thought. Second level is the intentionality, the frequency and vibration of speaking into, on the east wall, right? Speaking into, breathing into, um, shaping, creating intentionality of letting go of any negative thought that might impede my ability to breathe fully and wholly, to feel whole and balanced, to feel connected, to feel at peace, to feel inwardly and outwardly enlivened, whole, healthy, full of the full measure of my being, right? I let go of negative thought, and or the sounding so do Si Nas. Sou Du Si Nas. Sou Du Si Nas. Sou Du Si Nas. So do see us. So do see us. I let go of negative thought. Release it, I release, let go of negative thoughts, cleansing and clearing through my breath and thinking, knowing this will serve to enrich my being. I let go of negative thought. So do see us. So do see us. I let go of negative thought thinking. Breathe into wholeness and positive, enriching thoughts of health and well-being of my mind and my body. I let go of negative thoughts. So do see us. So do see us. I let go of negative thought, negative thinking. Sao do see us. I breathe into fullness of breath, fullness of joy, fullness of the energy of balance and being. Sao do see us. I let go of negative thinking. I release Asia. I let go of negative thinking. So this is our prompt this week, is to really breathe into a sense of letting go of any negative thought, negative thinking, fully breathing into the pure essence of the positive thought, positive concepts, positive ideas, health and wholeness, breathing into the knowingness that just that energy, right? The song, breathing into the song of the breath, visualizing and conceptualizing and creating an intention to let go of any negative thought, negative thinking, negative energy, and sounding it into your presence, into your inner being, and into the world. I let go of negative thinking. I breathe into the fullness of positivity. I breathe into the knowingness that there's great energy, there's great wholeness, essence that abides and exists in that spectrum. Sou Du Si Nas. If you want to write that, Sou is written S-O-U. Sou Du, D-U, with the long U sound. C-S-I. Sou Du Si Nas. N-A-S. Sou Du Si Nas, or I let go of negative thought. What works for you is that which I guide you to utilize, to try, to recognize that there's such positive energy in creating the intention and speaking into a reality of letting go of those things that don't serve us and really breathing in to the fullness of that which does serve us, which in thought and in breath and in sound and in action. And so, as you move through this week, recognize that it's also an action pathway of really allowing yourself to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of that which you're letting in, that which you're listening to, to allow yourself to really let go of, and and a part of it is to not to make effort to not be in the midst of that and any negative things, but we know that the possibility of negative thought to move through us, but again, to let it go, to release it, to let go of any negative thought, to breathe into positivity, to tone into, to sound into, to image, to imagine, and and allow yourself to bring forth images of positivity, to hear positive things, to speak in positive ways to yourself. Sao Du Si Nas. I let go of negative thought and thinking. Have a great, great week. Have a great, great positive thinking, feeling, being week. Remember to come back and listen to this over the course of the week and really, really give yourself permission to embrace yourself with these wonderful moments that we share together that can really help us to have enriching and healthier lives and swim in the well of wellness. How's that for a poetic thought? All right. Have a great week. Thanks for being with me now. Be with me all week. I'll see you next Monday. Take care. Blessings to you. Bye.